I don't see it lightening up at all. So we're going to go ahead and move again. Alright, reinforcements arrived. Tank second pit. Mortars ready. Alright. Ooh, we got a lot of people here. Okay, we've got two Abrams tanks over here on our left, and I'm moving them up the road. They'll cut across this field with this line of trees on this side of the line of trees, and then move up slope here, do some sharp angles hugging the tree line here, then move into here, and then head up for where the Humvee is. Our sniper unit is continuing to make progress. They'll be moving to the northeast, and then eventually they'll move up into here. Two of our other Abrams are over here. This Abrams will move along this line here, then come up to here using this tree cover here as a fire cover. This Abrams here will move up along this field here, then cut in through here, take refuge in these trees here, cover in these trees, and then it'll give them a view of this area up over here. The Humvees over here, I'm going to not dismount them at this point or have them acquire weapons, but I will do that in the next turn. These guys will move over here, take positions up behind these trees and this barn here. These two units here will seek cover, but we know this area is protected by this barn. If they can get through here, we'll be doing pretty good. So that's our game plan now. I should point out that I watched the tutorial missions done by Chris ND from Combat Missions, so I am following his lead in this particular battle, so any mistakes or anything like that obviously are going to be my fault, because he did a superb job in what he was doing. He did his live too, so alright, here we go. See how this all works out. They're still shelling that one location. That's quite a barrage they've got going there. Alright. Whoa, somebody's seen something. Tanks are moving along here, alright. We're going to go back and revisit this a little bit. See who's doing the firing. Oh, you can feel the ground shake almost. The sound, by the way, is excellent. This is a pretty cool view of the weapon here. So he's got a contact. Well, there's a vehicle or something up here, which I don't think I've seen before. Well, what concerns me the most in this game is it's all about observation and recon, and they already have their tanks at this high spot up over here, so I consider that to be a distinct advantage they're in position. And so when our tanks come up here, we're going to have to hit them first and hard. And that's going to be, since they're already there, and I'm assuming they have eyes on us, or will have eyes on us when we get up there. That's going to be pretty interesting. So I'm going to continue the moves without doing any additional move efforts here. So we'll see how that works out. Here we go. We're in the actual move. They're still shelling that series of buildings over there. Wow. Tanks moving up fine. I put the tanks at different speeds so they wouldn't get in each other's way. One of the things I should have done was set their firing turrets in the direction of the enemy. That would have made a lot more sense than just sitting them. They could have fired at some of these guys down here if they'd had the sight on them. So that's something to keep in mind. Your vehicles can fire as they're moving, and you could swivel the turrets around so you can do whatever you need to do. I mean, in this game, every move should count, and if you got an opportunity to shoot at the enemy, do it now. All right, we're gonna review what we've got here. We still need to get those tanks up there, and they're actually pretty close to being there. Let's see what this tank is doing down here. If I move this tank up here, he's kind of protected. He's going to have to go through this open spot, but that's okay. Alright, I think I'll do that. That'll give me some more direct force here, and he's got this tree line to protect him from anybody over here. Our tanks will be up here moving pretty soon. I think I'll wait until they're both here before I finesse their movement areas. Let's see. Okay, so that's going to give them an aim or a shot at anybody over here, I hope. These guys are still moving. They got a ways to go yet, so I'm not counting on them anytime soon. I don't remember... I think the bombardment... I'm still going to assume the bombardment's going on, so we're not going to do anything about moving up to here. I think, oh, alright, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to acquire javelins and that kind of thing while these guys are in a protected place. I'm going to change that to fast. I want them to move fast. I'm going to move a fire support up to this tree line here to see if we can get a little bit more elevation. These guys have all acquired javelins. They're essentially got to hold their positions for the moment. And so we'll see how... I'm sure this tank here will draw either fire from up here, possibly. I think he is covered adequately, but it's hard to tell. So this tank in the center is going to provide covering fire again. So we'll see how that works. Here we go. So far, so good. Tanks are starting to make their move around the corner up there. No fire. Second tank is making its turn. Okay. Nothing over here at all. The fire support team's moving up to that tree line. Okay, that was kind of a... what's going to happen here? I did not remember seeing any artillery fire. Oh, by the way, the artillery fire over here did a big number on these buildings. It took them out. So, I was going to have them... What is this? I thought they were bodies at first. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move this recon team up to this building here. If these guys can do that, they're going to be in really good shape. So they're going to be in that open ground. There's got some small brush cover here, but not a lot, that's for sure. They're going to be definitely at a disadvantage here. The other critical part of this move will be to get these two tanks up here in a position where they can hammer anybody that comes in from the far end of the map. They're not there yet, but they're going to have to come out here to do that. So we're going to set these moves up, and we'll come back to you. This is what I'm going to do with these two Abrams here. I'm going to bring one out here, jockey him this way with a view sort of this way. This one here is going to be a view over here, and we shall see what happens. We'll see what the enemy's got planned for us. This unit's going to move up to these buildings and come into this far building here. I'm hoping they'll survive that little move. I've got the tank, the Abrams up here to give them cover, so we'll see what happens. Here we go. And those guys, they are out in the open. Oh, I see smoke over here. That means somebody lays them. Oh, taking fire. Let's see what happened here.
Your eyes open.
Oh, they got enemy up in here. Shoot. Okay, well, apparently the enemy got here faster than we did, that's for sure. So our team is definitely in trouble now. We're going to have to pull them back. What am I going to do about that? These tanks got a laser warning, maybe from whatever this vehicle is over here. I think what I'll do is I'll let them go ahead and continue to respond to the do their defensive measures, and then leave it to them to decide whether or not they should retreat out of that area or not. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, we've got a lot going on here. The tanks are going to leave in position, so here we go. The smoke is doing its job. One of our units seems to be doing some firing. Our center area is under attack. Let's see what's going on over here. The tanks aren't doing anything. That smoke is still creating a nice barrier there for them. Now I saw some, heard some other forces under fire, so let's see what's going on over here. This dismounted infantry is moving up, trying to get our recon unit back into that building. Oh, these guys must be under fire. I'm not quite sure where they're under fire from, though. Let's take another look at this.
Heads up, be on the lookout.
Oh, it's over there. That building that the tank was firing at. So that's what that was. Interesting. So hopefully the tank has suppressed that fire. That's pretty cool. Okay, we have more forces have arrived. First platoon and snipers. Okay, I think this is a good opportunity to end this episode. If you like this episode and the others, please give a like and or subscribe. And we'll see you for the next one, which should be coming up shortly. Thanks.